had my first money bouquet then. So you guys,
hey, I think you are the first lot into the money bouquet thing.
I was. Who are you really? Can you survive? Can you build these structures? Can you be consistent? Can you show up? Can you be disciplined even without anyone following? Because I don't think parents actually do follow you after camp.
I agree that yes, it's a systemic issue, but also we need to put in the work to ensure that, because I'm not sure, but I can say that there are people who are not getting the jobs because they're not prepared for them.
Welcome to Work in Progress Africa. This is a space for professionals navigating careers, entrepreneurship, and the messiness of growth. Through honest conversations and real life stories, we are here to elevate you to becoming incredible you. Whether you're starting off or just figuring out as you go, we're in the right space. We see you, we hear you, and we deeply believe every path has a story. Hello there, and welcome back to yet another episode of Work in Progress Africa, where we talk about real conversations on matters, careers, and business. And today we are going to talk about the messiness of in between, especially life after graduation. So if you've come here for the very first time, please do feel at home. And if you're coming back, first of all, thank you. And then enjoy. We hope you have a good time listening to us. And you can add comments on our comment section. So today, Joy, how are you today? Specifically today?
Today, fine. I'm glad it's a weekend.
Oh, it's a weekend. Yeah. Did you have a long week?
Yeah. So that's why I'm glad it's a weekend.
I feel
I really had a long week.
Yeah, I've realized nowadays there's a lot of long weeks. More
it's
than
like,
we used
I feel
to
like
have.
the year, I don't know, but for me, I feel like 2026 has started with long weeks, but
more than we used to have when we were younger. So welcome. Today we're going to talk about life after graduation. You know, graduation is meant to be a very beautiful, beautiful day that has showed how much work you've put in your past 4 years and how that is translating to the beginning of the opportunities you were promised, the big jobs, the big careers, the masters. I hope it was. So let's talk about your graduation day for starters. How was your graduation day? Did you actually graduate? Because kids are having photo shoots.
True.
Kids are having parents coming and then they're not on their graduation list. Oh gosh, my parents would kill me, but well, it's happening. So how was your graduation day?
My graduation day was, there was a lot of emotions around it. There was joy. Of course, because you're graduating. You have finished campus. Of course, parents are happy. All the invited guests are happy for you.
Invited guests?
Yes.
So there was a party?
There was a party, of course.
In Nairobi, in school, or at home? Or
in most
parties?
In most homes, not even African homes. In most
You had
homes,
3 parties?
No. I had 1 party. Come on. 3 parties for what?
I don't know.
Unless you're graduating with a very high-paying job already.
Okay.
I didn't have that. I had 1 party.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was a lot of emotions, joy, but I remember I was not feeling any attachment to it. Like,
why?
Remember, I before that I had been chasing missing marks.
Okay.
So I was just tired with it. I just wanted, okay, let's graduate.
Did that derail your graduation date?
No.
Oh, okay. It was just emotionally intensive.
Yes, it was just, public unis can frustrate you sometimes.
Okay.
Especially when you're on the right side. You did your exams, but where are the marks? So there's that part.
So that took the joy out of your graduation party?
Yeah. No, it didn't take away the joy, but it didn't put the joy.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that I was sad. And also now I was just feeling, okay, now what next?
Okay. You had not secured a job by then, just to be clear.
Yes, because,
Okay. Ooh. My graduation day.
Tell
Mine.
us.
First, I graduated. I think we need to make that
Okay,
really clear.
yeah.
I graduated. My parents were really happy. I'm talking about parents. My siblings were mostly happy. I look at those photos and I'm like, these people must have been really happy. Myself, I think I was content, happy-ish, content, with a lot of gratitude that I'd finished, but I was very aware of the work that I needed to start doing. And so it wasn't, you see, the way maybe these kids nowadays are very different.
Did you already have a job?
I did.
Okay.
And so I had just sneaked, I had gotten a day off from work. No, that week I'd gotten a few days from work to plan the entire graduation thing. So I was actually just tired. It's like, oh, this is what people go through when they're planning for events. I'm not big on planning for events. So that was a little bit emotionally draining, but really with gratitude that I had done that. Then I must mention it wasn't my first graduation. I had things already happening. Some were good, some were not. And some were really challenging. So it was just, okay, it's a day to celebrate, especially, it was really joyful to see my family together though. I started to notice that with a lot of work, being a last born, so people are all over, seeing them together, that was really
But
good.
seeing your parents proud of you is a good feeling.
Oh, and I must say, I had my first money bouquet then. So you guys, made by my boss.
I think you are the first lot into the money bouquet thing.
I was, not I think. I believe in this country I was the first. And she made it in form of a wreath, so I did put it all over my neck. And I have evidence in case you guys doubt. So yeah, that was really good. I have some statistics to read here, even as we get into the topic, which is really just talking about the realities of life post-graduation. So there was a release of these statistics. I'll just read it out. According to the Federation of Kenya Employers, that is FKF, youth aged 13 to 34 make up 35% of the Kenyan population. That statistics was done in 2023, so possibly that has moved. Yet they experience an employment rate of about 67%.
Wow.
Which is 5 times the national average. Each year, more than 1 million Kenyans enter the labor market, many lacking adequate skills or opportunities. Thus, it leads to pronounced skills mismatch. So according to Manpower's group, Global Talent, that says about 74% of the employers globally report a difficulty finding the skilled talents here in Kenya. 20% of enterprises in Kenya also report difficulty finding their vacancy filled. And yet, so there seems to be a mismatch between employment seekers, the employers, and the employees out here. So with that in mind, we are diving into this. So we have talked about how graduation had a mixed feeling. And you, as you say, it was a bit happy, then there's a bit of other feelings. So what do you think soon, just after now, forget about the graduation day, the days that follow just after graduation? How are those days like?
Those days were like, I think it was the what next that I said, it was a constant feeling, even post-graduation. Because also, I should mention that some people had started working even before graduation.
Okay.
So there was that. So not comparison, but just like looking what's happening around. So a little bit of pressure.
True.
That also you need to be working. And now so the what next, the how am I doing this? How am I CV? So there was just a lot of things that I was getting into it. Recently, in the last episode, we talked about the CV that we are not prepared for. And now we start working on that post-campus. So the CV preparation, the constant looking for jobs here and there. I think I got into LinkedIn. I wasn't in LinkedIn when Link Campus. Well, I didn't know it existed. Did you know?
I did. Whew. Were you my friend?
I wonder why, clearly. Ask yourself. Yeah, but yeah, so there's that part. And yeah.
So this thing about LinkedIn is actually a common thing.
It is.
Okay. Yeah. Myself, I think I was already working.
Oh, yes.
So there was, I think this feeling, I am not describing my own feeling. I'm describing what surrounded me then, because perhaps I was just among the lucky lot. I think what really, though, I learned through these expressed feelings were from early on in our education system to high school, then campus, there's always structure around time you report to class, time you open school, time. Yes. There's always some form of structure along your life. And so after campus, that structure just evaporates. Now you're left to now define who are you really? Can you survive? Can you build these structures? Can you be consistent? Can you show up? Can you be disciplined? Even without anyone following, because I don't think parents actually do follow you after campo. They just be like, she's a grown-up, she knows what she's doing. Yes. So for me, it was an identity shift. And what I saw was now you're no longer a child per se. Even your medical cover is cut off. So who are you really? It was just an identity shift. And some would transit into the work. So the work will give them identity. But really, who are you? It was just more of... Okay. So yeah, I think that is what felt like immediately after campus. Who are we? I was just trying to figure out who am I now. Yeah. Is this the identity? Is the work? Even when I had work, is this what I want to do for the next coming years? Now the question, when I was working while in school, I knew I couldn't shift just because I had this arrangement with my manager. And so it was a bit convenient for me. But now I want to know what is out here as well. I've added another, or let's have this conversation. So the identity shift was happening. That is what I would generalize my feeling was. So you
rediscovered yourself?
Or rather, I started the journey of rediscovering myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've read about the employment gap.
Yeah.
So our second question, it's more of, is this an employment gap in Kenya more of a structure issue or a personal issue? Is it because statistics are saying that it's a systemic issue, but then are there things we can do?
Definitely, there are things we could do, and definitely it's also a systemic issue because for sure there are lesser jobs compared to other countries, I'd say. But at the same time, you cannot just base on there are no jobs. Are you job ready yourself? Because the lesser jobs that are there, it finally, eventually it gets to you. But when it gets to you, that opportunity, and you're not prepared for it, it will escape. So you'll remain in that cocoon of complaining that there are no jobs. So I agree that, yes, it's a systemic issue, but also we need to put in the work to ensure that, because I'm not sure, but I can say that there are people who are not getting the jobs because they're not prepared for them.
It's true. Sadly so, yeah.
It's not because of the systemic issue. Yeah, so...
What is this preparation you're talking about? Maybe you can reiterate it for the sake of that viewer who's just joined us today, right now.
Just all round, your CV itself that you're using to apply the job, is it well structured for the job you're applying? Your skills, are they up to date for the job that you're applying for? The soft skills, yeah. So those are just a few of what I can mention right now.
Okay.
Of the preparation that you might need to put in. Yeah.
So I totally agree with you. And I mean, we can't beat statistics. Already has pointed towards the systemic gaps. And I also firmly agree with you, there's definitely things that we can do, because in the same job market where we are saying there are no opportunities, and clearly demand is more than supply is more than demand, rather.
Yeah.
People are getting good opportunities.
Yeah,
People are actually
true.
exploring. Oh, yeah, we can also explore outside the Kenyan market.
Yeah,
That's
no,
also another
true.
option.
Yes.
But what I've learned the most is now it's personal work. The work we are talking in this work in progress. There's a lot of personal work to be done. And who you are as a person does a lot of that. For example, in our CVs, we generally just put, I'm good at learning this. What are these terms we use in our CVs? We do some weird wording on the CV that we don't think about it. Quick to learn,
Quick learner,
adaptive,
proactive,
flexible. Are you really?
effective under pressure? But really,
are
when you're under
you?
pressure,
Are you? I think it's just a matter of putting that to practice. Yeah. You say you are flexible, and yet the only thing you have so far is your degree. Do you know, right now, there's so many people, even with masters, that a degree is just like a bare minimum.
True.
It's just a starting point, please. We are also not failing to recognize that the government can do better. I have someone who lives in the UK and their child is in grade 10. They were given a business case and they were to research, present, and convince the class.
How can we compete even with such an education system?
You know, in Kenya, this is done in campus, and even in campus, we do it as group work.
Yes, even in campus,
Still very shoddy.
Yeah.
This is done at grade 10. Yet we want to compete with the same person on a global level. Man, we have to pull up our socks. So we understand the limitations that are there. We understand the resources are limited, but we also understand that there's still work to be done, even on a personal level. Please don't get comfortable with that degree or that diploma or that master's. Please build your LinkedIn, as you've mentioned. Please talk to people who are already in the industry. What are they doing? Please talk to your peers, just over the fun part and the social life. What exactly are they doing differently? Just have those conversations, and we are having it right now.
But is a master's important in every career? Maybe that's a discussion for another day.
Depends with
there are some people who say they don't need a master's to.
But education is just education. You might not need it for your skills, but you need it for the network that you'll find in that class. You might need it for just opening your mind. So it depends on how you view it, right?
Yeah.
But again, another discussion.
Yeah.
Question, the next part, Joy. So the opportunities are clearly limited. What are we telling these graduates who've just graduated this past December? Should they hold on to their skills and what they are taught in school and their profession? Or sometimes it means making tough calls, like starting off with a different opportunity than the one originally you thought you would?
Yes.
What should they do? They're just in between. Should they just hold on and wait?
Like I said on your previous question, don't try to, I personally think I have learned over a period of time to change your perspective and to be more optimistic. So as much as there's a systemic failure, I mean, survival is a must, first of all. So don't dwell in the complaining. You put in the work and apply for the jobs. And if it gets to a time you're seeing maybe there is no progress, you can expand your view of the jobs you're applying for.
So if someone did a software engineering course and now they are finding a marketing opportunity, should they jump on it? Should they not?
Jump on it. I'd say jump on it as you're continuing to apply. So it will hold you in the meantime, because also in every field, even if it's not what you studied, there's a skill you're learning. And marketing, well, if you're even a software engineer, let's say you decide to build softwares individually, you need to sell them. You need marketing skills. So as much as also, their needs.
True.
You need to
Financial, you mean?
survive. There are bills and their needs.
Yeah.
Not everyone is fortunate enough to have their parents support them post-campus.
True.
So you're on your own. You have bills, you have a house rent to pay. So I mean, it might need you to get whatever is available in the meantime, but don't ignore your career.
Okay. I totally agree.
Yeah.
My standing is, just because you're taking a random job that is not directly linked or what you even envisioned does not mean you're abandoning your dream.
Yes.
Sometimes life takes a very interesting twist.
Yes.
And I will just use the examples of common figures we know in the market. For example, His Excellency, the past President of the United States of America, Barack Obama, he started as a community organizer at some point in his life. I mean, if you had met him at that point, you would easily just shrug him off. And he says in his books that this is when he got to understand the needs of the community, that he would use to leverage that to also give solutions that were really relatable to these people in his campaigns and even in his term in the office. He understood the needs just because he took some gap and went to be a community organizer at some part of his career. We also see Mandela did not start, the late Nelson Mandela did not start off as a president. I mean, at some point, he had also dropped out of school and he needed to survive.
Yeah.
And so these are just very iconic figures in the society who are showing us that progress is not linear.
Yeah.
Yeah. These skills can be transferable. So I don't strongly believe that if you have your parents provide or a guardian provide or society providing for you, it means you don't take opportunities. Do take that opportunity.
Even if there's some provision, take up.
I love the West African world because then they get to really, they send their kids out by the time you are like legitimate age, go find a job, even if it's hawking, even if it's being a waiter or a teller. They just be like, go find work, which is important.
Yeah.
So for me, it doesn't mean you abandon your dream as long as you keep the vision intact. You know where you want to go. Please take up the job. And the skills are easily transferable, as you mentioned.
Also, idleness is bad.
It is the devil's workshop.
So avoid idleness.
Yeah. The devil's workshop.
Very.
Yeah. He will come toy with your mind in ways you never imagined. And 10 years later, you wake up with nothing. Very possible. So what happens, or what can we say about this person who after graduation life has just felt so stagnant? What does progress look like? Because we are out here advocating for progress, but the truth is, and it's something you've also talked about in our very first episode, a season of messiness, Yeah. Nothing really tangible to put a pen on.
Yeah.
So what does progress look like in such a season?
Progress looks like the skills that you learn, that you pick up. Let's say you're a data analyst. This is an example. You're not getting that data analyst job, but you have a shop that you're a shopkeeper at. Even as a shopkeeper, you're learning some analytics.
True.
So I feel like
market analysis.
True. So these skills that we always learn in whichever field that you will be in, that it's not what you studied for, they are always transferable. Whether it's in sales, whether it's in whatever field they're transferable. Besides the skills that you pick up, you build a network.
Okay.
You build your portfolio of network, and these network are the same people that could help you now get into what you studied for.
True.
Yeah. There is even just your mindset. It shifts, your perspective, it shifts in that waiting season that you did something else. Because personally for me, there is a period of time that I did business development. And I learned some very good skills there, even soft skills, communication skills. So
especially as an introvert.
Yeah. So the transferable skills, the networking, the mindset shift. Yeah.
I like that we are echoing on the same things, the transferable skills. I mean, I don't think there's any opportunity that goes to waste anyways. For me,
Yeah.
I think for me, to that person, progress might look invisible. I know someone, we started off, by the time I was starting off my career, they were joining in 6 years out because they couldn't find an opportunity for the first 6 years of their
whole 6 years
post-campus.
of-
He was a man. Let me just point that, because the pressure
Must
for a
have
man is
been tough.
different.
Yeah.
And he was joining the space I was in, and he came with a master's. He said he couldn't afford to pay the masters, a physical masters, so he did an online masters. He came with great communication skills. He came as an intern. In 3 years, he was up. He was really up. And it wasn't because he was sketchy or something. It was just because he was a good person who had built a good character around him. His professionalism was top notch. So I think progress in that, his 6 years, I would use his example. His 6 years progress was very invisible, and yet he was building, constantly building. By the time this opportunity presented itself onto him, he was more than ready. He would easily run a team because he had navigated life very differently. He had taken very random jobs just to make it happen. So for me, it is invisible. That LinkedIn we've talked about, please update it to be the most recent and celebrate every win that you've had along your life. Even that graduation, please let the people know you have graduated. You earned it. You deserve it. Celebrate it. I'll talk about learning new skills. In this AI era, you have no excuse. We spend more time on social media. Statistically, we are number one on chat. I don't know if that
Kenya
is
as a country.
Yes, number one. Nairobi as a place.
I mean, you
a
can
ranking.
see how active they are on X. So
Yeah, so we can't be spending a lot of time on X, which has unfiltered data, and our skills are running out. And if sometimes it's not the skills that you use, like for professional career trajectory, it could be for business. What business can you do? What are the market needs?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes it could be that. So thank you so much for this.
I think also it's important to mention in that detouring, shame, it's not a thing that you can carry, because sometimes you find shame in the sense that sometimes, like your friend who was 6 years in, you'd catch yourself in an opportunity that you're a graduate trainee, let's say. So you're 10 years older.
True.
And you're with people just from campus.
So
for some people, they might be like, why am I now?
You wanted an opportunity.
I'm mingling with kids, high schoolers, people in campus.
You wanted an opportunity. This is how it's presented itself.
True. So shame, it's not something that...
You want to carry shame into progress in life. Shame out of the window. We are not carrying shame here. Imagine we are not. We are not perfect, and we're not carrying shame as well. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you, Joy, for always being a sound voice. We are encouraging someone in between. Please do the work. The work could be invisible. I know the society also shames us.
True.
Please block that noise. They have no idea what you can do. Just block that noise and keep doing the work. We promise you something, definitely something will be born out of it. Thank you so much for also watching. We have fun in knowing that people do watch this content.
They do.
We celebrate you. And if you want to get more of this content, please go to our socials. That is LinkedIn and YouTube at Work in Progress Africa, and Instagram and TikTok at workinprogress.africa. Always a pleasure to do this.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.